Hey, welcome to an episode of the Decoding Cross-Border Ecommerce podcast. My name is Clint Reid. I'm the CEO and founder at Zonos, and I'm here with my co-host, Aaron Bezzant.
Welcome, Clint. This is an exciting time of stressful time, I would say. It's probably a better word for everybody.
Yeah.
Specifically, those in Australia that are wanting to ship Australia Post to the U.S., things have changed drastically starting today.
And if you're a business in Australia, have you heard of Zonos?
Yeah, you have. How have you heard of Zonos?
You got an email.
You got an email from Australia Post, and you're probably wondering, who the heck is Zonos,
Aaron,
and why did I get this email?
So I think the objective today is what I'd like you to do is help explain to the audience in Australia. I have some questions, right? Let's say I'm an Australian business. What are you charging me to do this, right? Like, why is Australia working with you? What is the relationship? Now that I have to calculate duties into the U.S., how do I figure that out? And talk to those Australian companies. And let's start with, Aaron, what happened?
A little bit of
what
the
is
why,
Australia?
right?
Yes. What happened generally? Why is this happening? And then why is Australia Post partnering with Zonos? And then we'll go through some more of those other questions.
The why is the big reason here, because this feels very abrupt for everyone, I'm sure. And it was. And that's because 30 days ago, an executive order came out in the U.S. that removed the de minimis into the U.S. What that means is everything up to now under $800 coming into the U.S. was duty-free. So it just sailed in, no problem. Australians are actually pretty familiar with this. They have a very high duty de minimis as well. However, that de minimis has been removed effective today. We're recording this on August 29th. The notice of this was only 30 days ago. And part of that executive order was on the postal shipments. It was requiring the collection of these duties at the time of shipping before it gets to the U.S. And that's where Zonos comes in. So we're a qualified party with U.S. Customs and Border Protection. We're the ones responsible for remitting those duties to them and facilitating this for Australia Post.
Okay, so we're hence going to possibly the partnership with Australia Post. They needed to pick a qualified party to help remit those duties into the United States.
Exactly. So we've been working with them feverishly this month to get ready for this day.
Yep.
And so you got an email because Zonos is going to be the party responsible for collecting those duties from you, and so you'll be paying us for your Australia Post shipments coming to the U.S., and we'll be remitting them to U.S. Customs. And we recognize that with this change, there's now a whole bunch of costs associated with your shipments to the U.S. that you've never had to deal with before. These duties, it was all duty free, and so now on your e-commerce orders to the U.S., you need some tools to be able to help you understand what those costs are, and that's where we're giving away some free tools. Signing up with an account with us is free. This is all part of the partnership with Australia Post. Together, we wanted to make sure that you as an Australian business had the tools you needed to be successful shipping to the U.S. So do you want to talk a little bit about some of the tools that...
Yeah, let me talk about that. So when you get in there, you're going to see on the left-hand side a classify option. And we're going to have some other ones too. But in the classify option, it's going to give you put in an amount, and it'll give you actually a quote. And I have an example in here of a $100 cotton hoodie. It's made in China. Now, first off, in postal, you have to pay the duties as an Australian. I mean, you need to collect it. Of course, you collect it upstream from the Americans, in your checkout or something, or in your item price, but you're going to have to pay those duties. You can't choose to let it be paid upon delivery. So once I put this in there, it took me 2 minutes. That gives me 2 columns, and I see a commercial column. That's like a UPS, FedEx, DHL, and some other carriers too. And then postal is that is Australia Post right there. Here's there's 4 tariffs. There's a 16.5% tariff, which is a general rate, 7.5%, which is the 2018 Section 301 tariffs on Chinese made goods. And then you're going to see 2 different reciprocal tariffs from what we call here from the IEEPA, International Economic
and these
Emergency Powers
These are
Act.
The new ones that Donald Trump
has put in place, and that's a 20% and a 10%. This is all country of origin based. If I change the country to Australia, it'd actually be slightly different where it's made.
And we say country of origin, it's not shipped from. This is where the goods are made. So if you're shipping with Australia Post, you're sourcing your goods from different parts of the world. your rates will be different based on the product and where it was manufactured.
Correct. So here's the thing, commercial rates, that's a total of $54 for a commercial shipment in duties into the US. So this shipment just went from being $0 yesterday in duties to $54 in duties today. The postal version is $30. Why?
Postal got a little bit of a reprieve, I would say. They have a different process and a different calculation. And the only thing that applies to postal right now are those new IEEPA tariffs that were put in place this year. Your standard duty and those duties that were put in place back in 2018 on Chinese-made goods don't apply in postal.
Okay. So, hey, there's some savings there. How much does Zonos cost, Aaron? I'm logged in here. I'm an Australian business. What is this costing me?
$0.
Okay.
$0.
Yeah.
Yeah. This tool is free for you to understand.
You're going to pay duties.
The costs.
You're going to pay a clearance fee into the US, but the tool to figure out what do you go collect, this is free.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm on Shopify, Aaron. What do? I just went on Shopify and I see that Zonos has an app. What does that mean to me?
Okay. So you have two options. Just use the tool that's free, and then go in and adjust your pricing on your products or shipping to account for the extra tariffs. If you want to make it more dynamic, so that way it's just live calculations at checkout, and that you collect from your customers based on what they're buying, we do have a plugin to do that. That one does take an integration and setup from our team, so there is a cost associated with that. Not required, but for if you're a bigger shipper, you got a lot of shipments coming to the US and you just want a very hands-off experience to make this simple for you, that could be a really good solution for you.
Is my support going to be done out of the US if I'm an Australian?
Actually, no. We do have a team in the Gold Coast area.
Yep. And they're amazing. So reach out to our team. We are happy to help out you as an Australian business to if you have the appetite to pay extra to get it into a more robust system. But honestly, you can just mark it up your product prices through the just by quickly getting some quotes. So it just depends on the complexity and your appetite for the cost.
For sure. Now, at the same time, if you're not on Shopify and you have the ability to integrate our land of cost API, what's the cost for that, Clint?
It's actually $0.
So,
into the US. So if you're a programmer, you're going to be able to get your API key out of here and you can just program it in to your system.
Wow.
And that's huge.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So I think more to come in Australia, but we just wanted to give you a quick, brief update on, again, why Australia Post worked with us. And I know they're working very hard and the services will be up soon. But in the meantime, hopefully this answers some of the questions for our Aussie friends.